People think about wildfires in the West, but what's happening here in the Southeast? Hi, I'm Lauren Lowman, and I'm an associate professor of civil and environmental engineering at Wake Forest University. The goal of my research is to understand how natural vegetation is responding to different extreme weather events. So, anywhere from hurricanes to floods to extreme droughts and wildfire. Even in the Southeast U.S., we seem to be hearing about fire events and fires occurring more frequently. And the fact of the matter is that the Southeast U.S., out of any part of the country, annually typically has the largest amount of areas burned by both prescribed burns and wildfire. In recent years, we've seen a lot of swings in extreme weather events across the country. When we have these extremes in meteorological conditions, this provides the fuel from the dead vegetation that's left over from these very dry periods to fuel these wildfire events. And so that's why in this 6-month dry period, we saw a number of wildfires break out across the Carolinas simply because we had a lot of dead fuel lying around. A common misconception about wildfire is that wildfires are bad for our ecosystems. And in fact, we have a number of plant and animal and insect species that rely on fire. So having wildfire is actually really important to maintain these lush, beautiful ecosystems that we see around our state. In the research that's currently going on in my lab, we are studying prescribed fire events across the state of North Carolina in a number of different ecosystems that are really important and native to this region. And so if you look at the Southeast U.S., there's a long history of using prescribed burns, which was carried over from the practices of Native Americans for managing forests. And most of the states in the Southeast U.S. have some sort of budget for managing lands in this way. We have sites in North Carolina that we study where they're being managed to maintain native North Carolina wildflowers or maintain Venus flytraps, but also maintaining certain grasses that are preferable for the nesting habitats of songbirds like quail. So there are a lot of reasons to manage with prescribed burns.